This paper, I feel that it's a paper for you to score. Okay, it's a paper for you to score, and it's a paper for me to give you marks. Okay, and this paper is quite easy. Okay, quite easy because it is no point making the papers difficult. So, and even though there are challenging questions, your batch is really good that you can manage. You can answer the questions with no issues. So, can you see this display, Puta? Can you see this display?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So, this contains 6 questions in 4 pages. So, you have to answer only 4 questions. So, there are 2 parts, part A and part B. 2 from part A and 2 from part B. Part A contains 2 questions. Part B contains 4 questions. So part A, all the 2 questions you have to answer to the fullest. So out of part B again, 2 questions you have to fully answer. So total 4 questions and time 3 hours. And part A, marks allocated 70. Just 2 questions, 70 marks. Okay. And for the other part B, 2 questions, 30 marks. So 70 plus 30, 100. And this is a closed book exam. Time allowed 3 hours. Don't carry any, even a simple a strip of note you are not supposed to carry, and no point carrying as well. Okay. So this is to answer based on your understanding. Okay. So you have to unload all the memories and you have to carry the full understanding. And of course, your ideas and okay. So this paper is moderated by one of a senior professor, one senior professor. Okay, so this was well moderated. Yeah. So this is a quite standard paper, quite easy paper. This is for you to answer. Okay. And this paper is set based on some themes because in future these papers will be, there will be a paper collection of innovation management. So this time paper is going for a theme. Okay, quite easy for you. Part A, 2 questions. Q1, question 1, 40 marks, question 2, 30 marks. If you do this, I think you have B plus, even out of part A. Utala? So theme is you and your country and innovation. Because we put this way, because your knowledge should be useful for you, should be workable for you. It should not be a memory, just a memory. So it is more than the certificate or the marks we are expecting. So this is the theme, because this theme is all the others are secondary to this. You and your country and innovation. Question 1 is for you, is about you, 40 marks. Question 2 is about country, 30 marks. Okay, so 40 plus 30, 72 questions. Even if you spend 2 hours for this, to balance 1 hour for the other two questions, I think you should be all right. I think it is. I'm okay to tell this one because that is my opinion only. It's not an advice. Okay, because this is, yeah. So based on the question, you wait your time, you weigh your time. Okay. You should not give equal timing for all the four because two questions has 70%. So 70% timing should go for two questions. So the out of 180, sorry, yeah, out of 180 minutes, out of 180 minutes, 70 means 126 minutes. Now, so don't be rush. Okay, thoughtfully, thoughtfully, clearly. Okay, you have to put two ideas, and many of the answers are judgment. Management, innovation management based answers. So you have to put your ideas clearly. That is very important. Write it with how to say, with the best clarity. Okay, the best possible clarity is important. Your wordings, your writing, your spacing, your letter sizes, whatever. If it's appealing for marks, it will get marks. Okay, so question 1 is about your business plan of interest. Can you remember your assignment? Your business plan of interest. That's why this is for you. Okay. So for your business plan of interest, you have to connect innovation, sustainability, and also whether your plan of interest and your innovations and sustainability contribute for the sustainable development of the nation. About innovation ecosystem, about steaming, and little bit about knowledge management, strategizing. Okay, and also how you are going to build your initial or first capital. So this is a very important piece of knowledge. Not to say knowledge, but it is a piece of initiative that you should have. So it's very simple. You have to have a business plan of interest because it's your CA probably. So if your CA is done with a very good heart, you can write answers for this. And these are the key words. Yes, keywords. And you have idea about innovation. You have an idea about sustainability. Yes. Give me a second, Pita. Give me a second. Yeah. So this one. This is very important. So you have to think and respond. Can you remember we have done about innovation ecosystem? පුතායි වීඩියෝ එකක් මම අප්ලෝඩ් කරලා තියෙනවද ඔය කට්ටියට දුන්නද වීඩියෝ එක innovation ecosystems? We have done this. Yeah, okay. So you look into this. Second, about our country. Okay. Innovation plays an important role in the development and prosperity of a country. So under this theme, Sri Lanka has some issues too. Always, even from our parents, grandparent time and even your times, this is still a developing country. So I put this developing country in both Sinhalese and Tamil. Okay. These are the problems. Number two, it says that our exports are not high-tech exports, but economic contributions for annual exports from the cheap labor of our farmers, gem and other miners, fishermen, garment factory workers, plantation workers. So they contribute for the economy, but most of them are considered poor. Even now, plantation workers, just now only they get 1,000 a day salary, daily wages. So poor or low income earners. So this is the situation. Okay. So even you and me coming under these categories. Yeah, no much differences. So there are other cases as well. Our middle class is growing. There is a rich community. This middle class, they do businesses. What kind of businesses mainly? Importing goods and selling to local community and serving as dealers. Even Aban is a dealer, you know. Singa is a dealer, but they do some little manufacturing. And they are mostly doing trading businesses. So trading means just buying and selling and keep their share. So these are considered less productive. Okay, less productive. So our rich class or the majority of this middle class or the rich class, they are not that productive. These are the social problems. One way, Sri Lanka is within top 5 for the marine pollutions. Not only that, our air, water, soil pollutions are increasing even because of the agrochemicals or whatever. You can see air, water pollutions are quite high. Air pollution, of course, in the city areas and wherever, air pollutions are to the fullest. Okay, even in Kandy, Colombo also up to certain extent, and you can see air pollutions very high. So, and the rich and powerful people, they become the politicians. Yeah, politicians. When they start politics, they go by bikes. After a decade, even they have their own helicopters. Okay, so that's the situation. So rich and powerful, including politicians, even politicians turn businessmen, somehow businessmen, and even underworld and narcotic drug dealers. They are the rich and powerful. Even the underworlds are serving the politicians. Earlier time, I don't know how it is. And the poor, women and children are still a vulnerable group කාන්තා හිංසනය ළමා හිංසනය කියනවා තියෙනවා රටේ. Education has many disparities. Yes. And productivity and quality of most of the government institutions are mostly at a weaker levels. Yes. And our exports are increasing. Imports are more increasing. I think you know about these things since you are IEM students. And the trade deficit, import and export difference. So let's say export minus import is always minus. Minus value is increasing, which means for our side, trade is negative. So government debts to foreign countries and institutions are increasing, escalating or increasing trends. So this is the country's situation. This is your country and my country. So innovations must have some purposes. So even now you are going to lead the country as a young generation, young adults coming for the service of the nation. So if you understand this situation and if you come up with some innovative approaches, ideas, even our behaviors and all, maybe slowly but surely we can, at least if we can change this trend, that is good. So we can see that last time, previous months, even this turmeric, vehicle imports are restricted. But this may not be that connected to this. But controlling this trade deficit, they got that kind of measures. But restriction not enough. We have to do our local productions. We have to improve our local product exports. Yes. And government institutions here, even I mentioned here number 7. Quality and productivity of most of the government institutions are mostly at a weaker level. මිනිස්සු වැඩ කරන්නේ ඔෆිසර්ස් වල හරියට වැඩක් කරන්නේ කියන්නේ පුදුම සංස්කෘති තියෙන කාර්යාලවල. So you should not be part of any of this. You must come out of this. We should be productive. We should be wise enough. We should be knowledgeable enough to bring some changes, to arrest this negative trend. So for this case, yeah, you are supposed to come up with ideas. Okay? Social, economic, environmental, pace, and all the aspects. Not only that, you can go into more deep aspects in the sense, talking about the productivity and all. So you can address this, all the 8 points with your ideas. Okay. Ideas are matters. Okay, so this carry 30 marks. Okay. So please, yeah, you have to be innovative on this. Yeah. Because this is the situation of the country. Yeah. So I'm okay for you to know this upfront and even put your valuable thoughts, your creative, innovative thoughts in your paper. It's valid. This is not about testing you, but to make sure to bring your potential up. Okay, so that is our objective, and you will get the fullest marks. Don't worry. Even in previous IM exams, the students, they have done very well. I didn't do any revision either, but they are B2 batch. So they have scored very well because somehow we have done some very good stuffs. So they managed to do this. They didn't have luxury of having the videos like you are having. But they did it. I'm very sure you can do it very well. And I hope everyone can score over 90. Yes, for both the subjects, environmental management and cleaner production and innovation management subject. Okay, this is for you to score. Okay, oh, that's all. So let me add a little bit. So that is part A. Part B, Diara has mentioned 4 questions. So as I have mentioned, there are 4 questions. Okay. Of these 4 questions, 1 question is mainly about, yeah, there is a theme for this. Because from exam, giving an exam, it is very difficult to test your knowledge. Okay. Part B, total 30 marks is sizable, you know. This is sizable. 2 questions, 30 marks. This is the theme. Wisdom, knowledge, and strategies for innovation under this theme. Okay. Under this theme, there are 4 questions. And one question is from chapter 11. Can you remember? Chapter 11 we have done. Chapter 11. Can anyone remember chapter 11? Chapter 11. What? You have done an assignment as well? Yes. Someone replied. Okay. So ask from her what chapter 11 means. Okay. So Prasadini replied to me. Chapter 11. So you have to look into this. So anyone need to respond? I will say yes to make sure you know it. Yeah. Can someone see what chapter 11 means? No one? Chapter 11. Okay. Tao Te Ching. Okay. This is about space. Okay. Understanding. Okay. Based on this. This is about space for innovations. Okay. You have to answer this. Very wonderful question. This will add quality to the paper. Okay. So this will add quality to the paper. And the other one, of course, I believe you can remember 4I. This 4I knowledge. Okay. The diagrams, 4I diagrams. And the idea generation related to innovation funnel. There may be one question. Those questions are moderated by one of the senior professors. Okay, these are very good questions. So 4I. Okay. And you have to have the other one. You have to have knowledge about tacit knowledge. Okay. Tacit. So those are, compared to the first two questions, these are quality wise. Of course, sometimes is much philosophical, fundamental based and very good questions, but quantity wise this can be a little smaller. This may take less time. Okay, so tacit knowledge, and also there is another question. Okay, another issue. So just understand this, you can write all very well. Everything is your knowledge. Okay, everything is in your knowledge. So since this subject has a lot of scopes, and especially this revision I have done this time because situations are a bit complicated nowadays. Some students even may be under difficulties. That is not a surprise, even you and me all. Yes, we are facing difficulties. So in this kind of special circumstances, maybe it's reasonable to have this kind of revision for you to focus on the exam. Okay, but remember, if you can understand all, especially the videos, there may be videos. Even about 4I, there may be a video. Let me check it. So I can upload it maybe if you don't have that. So have a look on this. This paper is for you to score. This paper is for you to score. Quite easy paper. Okay, Buddha. My advice is you should, if 4 questions are to be answers, all the 4 questions, each and every part of the question should be answered. If you leave anything unanswered, I have no chance to give you marks. Okay, that's why. So you have to cover all the questions. Not to say all 6, but 4. 4 of not your choice, but part A, all the 2, and from part B, 2 of your choices. Yeah. So try to spend 3 hours to the fullest. Slowly but surely, just build your marks, and I will give you marks once you do it needfully. So that's about the revision class for that. Okay, that's about the revision class. Any question before stopping? Any question? Any question? You look so silent. I hope you can hear me. Gihan, puta, another keyboard. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you understand all? The guide?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
So be confident, feel very good. Yeah. You all should answer to score A plus. Okay. You all should answer score A plus. And from my side, so I will give you the fullest marks. Don't worry. So your side, you do your part. So this is for scoring and not to challenge for you, not to challenge to get the marks. This is very easy, quite good, comfortable, have good time, and then answer it. Maliti Tirnadbuta. Okay,
Yes, sir.
very good. Sandaruani.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So if you can use the, even in steaming, you can apply steaming to the answering as well. If your answers are quite well written, that is very good. Yeah, someone. Yes. For your business plan of interest, for your question, for your answer in the exam, can be anything, not necessarily be what you have put into the CA. Okay, it can be any of your interest, because you may have other business interest as well, business plans. Okay, don't worry, that one mentioned there. Okay, මේකට ගන්නු නැත්තේ ඒ ආభాෂය විතරයි. Okay, ඒ ආభాෂය මේක බලන්න. Any more questions? It's a good question, someone. So, Putala, that's all. So, good luck for your exams. Even I will upload this for you to go through. That's all right. Okay, Bhutana? Good. So your answers are very valuable. Your ideas are very valuable. And we have to use your ideas and thoughts even you are putting into the exam questions as answers. Thank you, Bhutana. So good luck to you all. You have one more question? Yeah, okay. Welcome. Good, Bhutana. Then all good. Wish you all good luck, so don't worry. So since you have the chance to score this very well, so try your best to study this, and this has a value even for your career and all. So I think it is very good. Okay. So one day message. Yes. If you answer 3 questions in part 2, we will consider the highest marks, the 2 questions with highest marks. But if you are very thoughtful in answering the question paper, I think answering 3 questions instead of 2, very good if you have time, Bhutan. Okay? If you have time. Very good means not to say answering 3 is good, but we need good 2 answers for 2 questions. That's all. Good 2 answers for 2 questions. Yeah. One more? Yeah. Okay, good. Good. Any more? So do you need this video to be uploaded? If you need, say yes, I will upload it right now. So, okay, I will upload it right now. So, any more questions before winding up? Before winding up. So it's 3:36. Maybe 1 minute. So 3:37, we will stop the class. Okay, Bhuta, that's all then. Good luck to you all. Take care, all of you. I think you will have the opportunity to sit for the exam, not that late, but hopefully in the coming weeks. So paper is ready. Paper is in the exam division now. So could be a good paper, reasonable for you. It's a very classy paper somehow. Yeah, it is good. So wish you all good luck then. Bye. Bye. Okay.